Hey there, Palm Mute Maniac here, and in this video, we're going to talk about what to buy in this game. What is worth it? What is not worth it? I see this question pop up a lot, and I thought perhaps this could be an additional newbie series part of, but what could you spend your money? Now, I will say this game is extraordinarily free to play. Everything that I'm going to talk to you guys about is pretty. You can pretty much get everything except for the legacies right now, but I think they're about to fix that. So I'm gonna break this down into spending money on people who are daily players who enjoy this game and play it every day, people who are mid-game and need to build out their relics in order to progress, and people who are legacy buyers and are trying to push for endgame. Anything outside of that, I don't think it's worth it, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. So the number one thing that if you're going to spend money on this game at all that has the most value is going to be the King God Pass. So you're going to turn off commercials, which is huge, just enjoyability plus 1000%. And you're going to unlock all of this stuff at the bottom as you play. And if you get all this stuff, then you can also continue to play and get these God Scrolls. That is pretty damn massive. So that's huge. The next thing is it makes it so that you can get these 5x supplies drops for free without watching an ad. In your shop, you get to rotate the shop 3 times without watching ads. And you'll get an additional, you'll get your 400 gold a day without watching ads. When you're in the middle of the game, and let's say you lose, instead of having to watch an ad, you just get to continue. And they'll give you that blacksmith roll without having to watch the ad. So that is all very, very good. And that is without the fact that you also get a premium skin. So that is super good. Now, this says increases max supplies by 20. I don't remember that because I've been buying these passes for about 6 months now. So, yeah, I guess you're only supposed to have 60 supply. I did not realize that. So, I actually look forward to the end of the season. One, because it means that we're either getting a new skin or a new hero, or a rework, which is super good. But they basically jumpstart you at level 20, so you're going to get all this good stuff just for buying the pass. You get all of this quickly, and I think it gives you up to level 20. So that is pretty amazing. Another quality of life purchase that I would recommend would be if you are a daily player, it probably makes sense for you to be buying the daily supplies. This gives you, for $6.50, it gives you 15 additional supplies per day. It also gives you 200 supplies up front, which is actually really good. And the reason why I always recommend this, if this is going to be your main game and you're willing to spend like maybe $30 a week on the game. Let's say $30 a week is your budget, okay? And that's what you want to spend just for fun and to kind of accelerate your gameplay without going completely ham sandwich. This is something that you would only have to spend out of your $30 a week, this divided by 3. So $1.60 or something, right? And this is going to help because in your Dominion, if you're farming your investigations correctly, you're going to spend 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You're going to spend 100 supplies, between 70 and 100 supplies on maxing out your investigation team. Okay? So that means you've slept all night, you wake up, you have a cup of coffee, and you're going to check in on your King God Castle game. Your supplies are going to be maxed at 80. You're going to basically blow all of those 80 supplies on this. And so Dominion is going to basically eat your first 80 supplies for the day. Then the only supplies that you have for Invasion, Great Rift, or anything like that are going to be what you get from quest rewards, or what you get from your free bucket. And you'll get 25 supplies for free a day, either by watching ads or by using the King's Pass. So that essentially gets you 45 supplies in the morning. That'll let you farm two normals. It'll let you do one Great Rift run, or it'll let you do 1 or 2 Strife runs. So that's about an hour of playtime. It's not bad. Not an hour of playtime if you do farming. But so if I have 20 minutes, I'm going to farm. If I have a half hour, I might do Great Rift. Or if I have an hour, I might do 2 Strifes. So that's pretty much where I'm going with my gameplay, right? Things that I would not buy, just in general, I'm typically not buying gems unless I want to buy a skin, which, that happens every once in a while. But that doesn't get me a little further. And I am not buying gold. It's just not worth it to buy gold. I am not buying experience books. I am not buying medals. And I am certainly not buying scrolls. All right? Do not buy scrolls. When you get to mid-game, first of all, every season, the free-to-plays, dude, look how many scrolls they give you. It's like crazy. They're giving you scrolls in Tower of Trials. They're giving you scrolls in daily random events. They're giving you scrolls in Quest. They're giving you scrolls in Raid. I didn't even play Raid this season. It's probably already gone. Tower of Trials is there. They're giving you scrolls everywhere. And when you get to normal Void Elf Invasion, this is like the easiest of the 3. You can grind that. I have made many build videos on my YouTube channel which beat Void Elf Invasion in normal, like hand over fist, super easy. You will get at Challenge Phase 15 normal 10,000 golds for this, and what you do with that 10,000 gold, if you don't have all the heroes and you really want all the heroes, is you go, after you play that twice, you go to Common Scrolls and you buy 40. Chances are you're going to pop a hero every 40 scrolls that you spend. Not every time, but a lot of the time. So don't buy scrolls. Don't waste your money on scrolls. Just use who you have. Get heroes organically over time. And farm. Get to a point where you can farm Chapter 12 or Chapter 10. Normal, not void, normal. Get the gold, come here, spend the 5,000 on the 20. That's huge. They do have the first step, and they will sell you these scrolls. I am YouTubing, so I bought everything. If I was just playing, I would have not wasted any money on this. I would have just got my free ones and walked away. So you can get all your scrolls that way. Now, like I said, if you have a $30 a week budget, you have nothing else to spend it on, sure, that's fine. I would argue that supplies are more important than scrolls because you can grind, get experience, get event tokens, and, like I pretty much maxed. I'm going to finish this event pretty soon. we're almost maxed out on the event here for me. So events usually have a better, anything you can do to finish out the event and get all of those resources, that's going to be better for you than spending gold on the scrolls. So that's quality of life. Do not, also, side note, they sell this Dominion, Prosperous Dominion thing. Do not do this. This sucks. You will not have enough supplies to take advantage of the reduced investigation time. You just won't have enough supplies. You'll burn through it. You'll get your investigations half the time, but then you won't have enough supplies to run it again. So, now you could argue that more vitality means you could potentially farm alchemy more. My mind might change on this after I finish the latest Dominion build out, but as of right now, this is not worth it. Inside these summon scrolls, they will usually have this thing. This is typically not worth it. Any of these pay scrolls are not worth it. You're better off just farming common scrolls. It just doesn't matter. It's not like there's less of a chance. There's a 2% chance of summoning every hero. Right? Mel is 0 because Mel's free. All of these heroes you get outside. Why is Enrat 0%? This changes a lot. Yeah, you will get your heroes. This is fine. Roll it. Don't sweat it. And these other heroes, if you get gems, buy them in the shop. These zeros move around. I don't know why they're here like this right now, but here we are. Yeah, definitely don't worry about that. You will also get all of these other scrolls just by playing the game. It's going to happen. They're going to throw them at you like crazy. Like I just opened one randomly and got another useless Gidno. Perfect. So, that's pretty much how that goes. Now, the next time to buy, not outside of your quality of life, is going to be your relics, okay? One of the biggest time sinks in this game, and things that I've been playing for almost 8 months, and I still am working on this, is these damn relics. So there are relics such as Void Relic, which you're going to want an attack speed version, a attack damage version, and a spell power version. Okay? So you could technically farm over time 3 different versions of each relic. So here's my mask. My attack mask, my spell power mask, my attack speed mask. I have 2 gang relics here, 2 scroll relics, 2 spear relics. You can kind of see what's happening. End game, you pretty much are going to need most relics. You're going to need 1 of each. Like here's Void 1, 2, 3. That's just the way that this game is. So, I have a video in the Newbie series where I talk about relic polishing and relic forging. It is extremely... if you don't know how that works and you're super new, go watch that video. I go into all of it. But bottom line, you have to farm for these relics either through Arena or through Corruption. And then you have to rotate these. So you get these stones occasionally in the relic chest. And they're in here. So you either get catalysts or you can get polishing stones. If you wanted to spend some money, you could save yourself some time and headache, and you could straight just buy the catalysts. You don't have to. You could get your catalyst. I got a forging stone, and I got looks like I got 2 attack speed catalysts. So, and I have another catalyst chest. So I could get it that way. Or I could also get those catalysts by really abusing a lot of my alchemy resources and doing this. And I can get my catalysts and my alchemy workshop this way. This is very expensive. To get this many ore, 80 ore, it's like 2 days worth of Dominion stuff. So what I could do in the shop is you could spend money on relic stuff. And there will occasionally be relic stuff such as forge stones and catalysts for $21. These are very expensive. This is really only saving you a week's worth of time. So if $20 out of your $30 a week budget to save you a week worth of farming is worth it to you, then you could spend money on this. Another thing that I'm guilty of spending money on is under the normal corrupted packages. I bought a handful of these corrupted things because I was able to get a fully leveled up void relic, as well as some gems and some of these reforging stones. I just wanted to get my second and third relic faster without having to spend the money. And they're like $2, $4. A glove is $10, mask is $10, and the void is $12. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to this stuff, except for, like, obviously these aren't really worth that much. It just got me, one, I was able to, again, see the video I have about forging. I was able to forge these just faster because I was able to lock down this stuff, use those, and use my catalysts, and it just saved me time on Dominion. And at the time, I was using Dominion to generate XP books and medals to awaken my heroes. So for me, I spent some money on getting my relics where they needed to be. Again, I have a $30 a week budget, so it came out of that, right? Now, is it worth it? Not really. I mean, you could free to play and get this stuff. There are builds that are viable, like this build right here. My relics are not at all optimized. They are barely optimized. And this build got me to diamond on Strife, right? So did I need... And now I'm just having fun. I'm not being competitive. Did I need... if I wanted to be a competitive player, I either need to grind like crazy, or I could spend money and just buy those stones and buy those catalysts and just keep re-rolling and re-rolling and re-rolling this over and over and over again until I got what I needed. So that's another place to spend money, but it's kind of like less important. The last place that you can spend money, where it is 100% worth it in terms of power and increasing your hero power. As of right now, today is the 29th of July. This might change, but buying those damn legacies, man, those legacies are strong as F. They just released them, so they're giving you legacies here, and they're giving you legacies in the event under Silver. They give you legacies under Raid. So you can get them, but this isn't even a unique legacy. This is just like a... you know what? I'm not even going to do it like that. I'll do it from the inventory. So if I go to normal legacies, training sword maxed out can go like 75% attack speed when it's super maxed. Almost 80% additional attack speed. That is massive. This requires a total of 10 training swords, which you could probably get that free to play. However, what you're probably not going to get free to play right now is these rares to max. Hammer of Judgment is straight amazing. It turns your attacker into a healer, increases the attack. It does 20% final damage bonus. Plus, it does all kinds of crazy good shit to your accessories. So you see how it's giving plus 100% to accessories. Let's go to your normal legacy. This is only giving 50% bonus to your legacies. All right. So if you're between, hypothetically, training sword, right? Training sword, which gives you 60. In this case, it gives my SDS 67 attack speed. But training sword is only going to give my accessories plus 50% bonus. Okay? If I'm comparing that to rare legacy, Giant's Axe, this is going to give me that same attack speed. It's going to give me an additional 45% damage to enemies below 50. And all of my accessories are going to have 100% opposed to 50%. So these right now are the strongest things in the game, that's within reach. That's within reach without spending a ton of money. So if you want to have a fully built out team, you kind of have to buy legacies right now. I have yet to finish out my Dominion, so when that's built, I might change my mind. But as of right now, before my Dominion's built out, you need money to get this. You're probably not going to have level 20 Judgment Hammers and stuff. And that doesn't even talk about these. These are ultimately going to be game-breaking things. So one game-breaking thing is this book here, which removes crowd control, and at level 10 grants crowd control immunity. All right. So this is pay to win all day. This is pay to win all day right here. To get this, free-to-play players are not going to get what I have here. Almost a perfect Eternal Heart and almost a perfect Anime-non-Econ, whatever, book. It's just not going to happen. You would have to have like the most insane rolls ever. So if you have a $30 a week budget, you could simply spend some of that money here. And they have the Legacy Write-Up Summoning Stone packages. Your first goal should not be from a $30 a week budget. You're not a whale. You're just like, hey, I play this game. I'm going to put a little bit of money in. Your first goal really just needs to be to get the rare legacies and the normal legacies pretty much maxed out. So you have like one or two of each of them maxed. And then you could start working on getting these. So I'm essentially buying these here once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on what my budget is. I am not buying the $70, $80 ones. I think that's fucking crazy. But I mean, if you want to cheat, you want to win the game. This accessory it breaks the game. This breaks the game. You can just give your carry when this is maxed out, a 100% chance to revive up to, I think it's 3 times in battle. And yeah, is it 30%? And it gives an additional 30% damage taken after reviving. I think it's 3. It definitely is at least 2. So this is broken. Like, where I am working towards is getting my Elpis maxed out. That's like the legendary breaks the game. And I currently have it at 4. I currently have it at 4, and I haven't enhanced it. But if I enhance it to 6, it's at 64%. And it increases the damage they deal by 50% after they revive for 10 seconds. That's crazy. That is absolutely bad. So, yeah, definitely going to be working towards that. So, this, again, is not realistic unless you're willing to spend thousands of dollars on this. Okay. Thousands is probably a little too much. If you're willing to spend hundreds of dollars on this game, that's this level. Okay. If you're like me, you're a $30 a week person. There's plenty of utility in here. There's plenty of utility, and massive stuff in the normal and rare legacies. You can play and enjoy most of the game, and you never have to spend that crazy ass money. What will happen over time is, as I said in this video and past videos, this is a marathon, not a race type of game. You will eventually get those uniques. It'll just happen over time. And some of those uniques are good almost immediately without all the leveling up. So, that's that. But in any case, guys, this is if you were to spend money, where would you spend your money? video, and I hope this answered your questions and all that kind of stuff. I encourage you to be a free-to-play player, but if you enjoy this game and you want to support the devs, the more money that we all spend on this game, the more cool shit we get to have in terms of content. So you're sort of investing in the developers. Developers are pretty solid. They are releasing events and new content very regularly. I mean, it is really a fun game for that reason, and so that's why I support. All right, that's the end of my video, guys. I will talk to you next one.